think like what was missing from this was a story. Like this was the Harvard MBA and you coming out, right? Like you have to understand, investors are actually investing in people, right? They want to know you. This is not about like will, like you said, will be, like this will be, this will be. Like this is all about like you. I think you built this when we sat. The first time I met you, you told this story about why this was important. Yeah. And it was like, and then you pulled out the business plan. I was like, look, you have a lot of paper. We don't need to look at that. Tell me why you built this thing. Yeah. And that's the same thing I'll say to you here as well. That like that first like minute was about like it was like you're reading off the business plan. It didn't tell me why you guys put this thing together. I've got more, but I'll let you go first.
I would say that I think that's legitimate criticism. I think it is useful to have that background and to have a sense of how large the market is. But ironically enough, even though we've talked a lot about like a business plan, there wasn't a top line number that said the fashion industry is the third largest industry, it has $170 billion, and it was the part that was unclear to me was two aspects. First is what is the focus of the product? Because at first I heard it was all about shoes, and then I see other collections and stuff like that, and I need to understand sort of what's going on there. The other is, and again, this is for a jaded Silicon Valley audience, so I think it's appropriate to do this, to explain why Instagram is insufficient, why Facebook is insufficient, why these other mechanisms that people are already using. Your story is good. You could say, 45% of women report they've already photographed their shoes and put it on Instagram, but it's a terrible experience for X, Y, and Z reasons. And with Snapette, what we're able to do is we're able to tap into that incredible urge that people have, and yet do it in a more intelligent way.
So, and your app went live recently too, right? So you have like real pictures being taken, real, like I would have loved to have seen some sort of chart.
Yeah, so we're actually putting all that together.
Okay, cool. And then I think on so I was gonna say, can you actually like go to a view where you see all your slides?
So these aren't our slides. These are just placeholders for right now.
Sure, but he was saying, is there a way to see them all at once, or is it a PDF?
If you just get on the slide view. So one thing is in your I think slide 4. You should just merge with slide 7.
Okay.
Like you spend a lot of time on yourself. I think slide 6 should be logos. Right? Like it's cool you got all that stuff, but people respond.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna lay out all the press coverage. We're gonna lay out the people that we've partnered with.
Okay.
Quotes and stuff. Also, retailers and brands. That was. I'm glad you brought this up because I didn't remember this. I'm like, retailers and brands have very different needs, right? Unless they're the brand's own retail store. And I'm trying to picture to myself as I'm listening to this, is it that the people in the stores are taking photographs of, the individual outlets are taking photographs, and that way when people walk past, they see their Snapette app, does push notifications of what's in there? Or is it that corporate is sending down picked photographs of the new items they're introducing? I'm not quite certain how that aspect
I think the story would have helped that though. Because I think the story, I thought, and tell me if I'm wrong here, I think the story of Snapette was, like, you could find local deals around you it's like curated by other fashionistas and stuff like that.
I think where we struggle is, it's a two-sided market, right? We have the whole consumer piece, and then we have the retailer and brand piece. And I guess over the past month, we thought that the retailer brand piece is more attractive, and so you can see that there's a chunk of this that's focused on that. And like explain to exactly how this works. Like you're out and you snap a photo and you upload it and you browse like hot and here and you. It just takes up a lot of time.
Right.
So we don't know. Maybe we should pivot and explain more of the social piece. But we know that we feel like a lot of investors are more jaded on like, oh, this social photo taking app.
And the thing that does get my attention is the fact that we already signed up 12 retailers and we're into testing and we're doing this and we're doing that. That's all very, very good stuff that's going on. But there does need to be a sense of okay, why would anyone use this?
Yeah, I really feel strongly that the story would help, and I think that like you've got some traction with it, right? You've got people downloading it and taking pictures now. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that chart looks nice. I hope it looks nice, but like that, I think like are you up tomorrow or?
No, but I would like to be on
Okay, yeah, so you should probably be here and let's see if we can just sneak you into something. It's like, we gotta get a story into this thing.
So cut hair back a lot on just the retailer's brand, because the time needs to come out of somewhere.
Well, but I think if you had it visually presented, you'd probably be able to even keep that slide without having to spend a whole lot of time on it.
On just how it works.
I mean, like, I just imagine, for example, well, no, like, but how it works, I don't know. I think the story will solve that, but I think, like, the team piece, you can take a lot of time from there, and you can merge that with your advisors.
You don't need the time. You say, all women team, tons of experience.
Yeah.
We're the right people to do this.
Right.
Yes.
And then that one slide where you have the press and like make those all logos.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be very.
That'll give you time too as well. So you'll still be able, you'll basically be able to save a lot of time off just those two slides, your team and the press and the retailers and stuff. And you can use that time elsewhere, like whether it's to explain the story and or to talk about like the traction.
A quick feedback. It felt you're telling someone else's stories. So try to get like, I think it's not only the flow, like the feel is like you're telling about Snapchat, which is unrelated to you. And then the other thing that you might work a little bit that I got a little confused is when you had the branding, you talk about the small retailer. And small retailer, large retailer, the communities they're completely different focus. So like think about like maybe one or half the slides kind of correspondent to what you're talking. But those are like all interesting points.
Yeah.